Hey y'all, welcome back to another week of D's Fit to 50 Consistency Diary. It's week 23, y'all. And we are barely making it, y'all. It's like maybe 40 degrees outside. It was a pretty good day, not a long day at all. But honestly, I have not been finding myself in the mood to pick up the camera, not even to edit like my videos. So usually before I start a new week, I like to edit the previous video or week that's going out, but I'm behind on that, y'all, just because this weather and yeah, it's not it. I'm still pushing forward because I know what my end goal is, but I can't lie to you, it has been hard this week. I'm getting ready to head to the gym. I'm having a little workout snack. I had a small sweet potato, and then I'm having this, which is just Greek yogurt. I put a little, not even a full scoop of protein powder in there. So this just has a little bit of protein, not even a full scoop, a little bit of honey, some raspberries, and that's pretty much it. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do arms or legs. When I get there, I will have decided what I'm going to do. I already know what exercises that I'm going to focus on. And like I said, this is going to be a full week of me starting or changing things up. So I'm gonna see how 4 days a week, working out 4 days a week is gonna work. I think that's doable. As far as the pain in my shoulders, that has really subsided, y'all. So I really did need rest, and I was overworking myself. So I think going to a 4 workout week schedule is gonna be just right for me, but I'm just gonna see how it works. And also I'm gonna be incorporating some sprint intervals. I did do like one routine last Friday, I believe. Yeah, this past Friday. And you probably saw that. So I'm going to be doing that at the end of my workouts as well. You know, cardio, because that is still important. Yeah, so those are the two things we're changing. Let's talk about my water last week. I am on it, y'all. I'm still using this 80 ounce water bottle that has been working for me, and I've been drinking my water. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, so let me just stop talking because I do have to make a stop at the pharmacy to pick up some meds, and then we are heading to the gym. I cooked a whole package of turkey bacon so I could have it already prepared. Some fruit that I put in little baggies. I already cleaned them and put them in little snack baggies so I can just have it all prepared. Really easy. I try to make my life really easy. And then I'm going to have, because I don't feel like cooking anything, I prepared these smoothie bags a couple of days ago. And so I'm going to put the contents of the smoothie bag, which is 2 scoops of protein, some banana, I think blueberries. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to put it in my Vitamix mixer. So I'm going to take this. You see how easy this is? Okay, like dump it. And that's it. I don't have to keep grabbing containers out of the closet, going in the refrigerator. I have it all ready prepared in this bag. And the quickest way to divert from your lifestyle is to not be prepared. So some almond milk. So I wanted to take a minute to go over a few milestones with you. And so, yes, I think this is important to do in every journey, to recognize your milestones, right? And so the first milestone that I want to tell you about is a vain milestone, okay? It's vain, okay? However, we're trying to get fit, so it's a part of what we're working for. So let me show you these jeans. These are, I remember exactly when I bought them. This store was like one of those boutique, all the sexy women went to buy their clothing. Of course, that store does not exist anymore because I bought it like probably 15 years ago in a mall that is no longer a thing. They closed the mall down. But this was the name of the store. Is called R&B. These are size 8 and they're a true size 8, like with barely any stretch, right? They are a true size 8. No tricky things going on. Either you can wear them or you cannot, right? So they're skinny jeans, and these were my favorite jeans for a long time. Now, someone recently told me that skinny jeans were not a thing anymore. I refute that, okay? Because I still love me some skinny jeans because they look good in boots, okay? But the milestone is that I always kept these jeans no matter what because they were my favorite for a long time. And I've heard people say if you can't wear something, it's no need keeping it. And I do agree with that to a certain extent. You know, if you don't intend on getting back into shape, maybe you should throw them away. But I have always been able to get back into these jeans because I would only let myself go to a certain extent, right? And then I would reel it back. Most recently I had to reel it back because I was creeping up to a new weight, which was heading to 180, which I have not been 180 in about 20 years. So I have been kind of keeping my weight, like I've mentioned, about 160, maybe gain 5 or 6 pounds, but you know, never going to 180. So thus the journey, the Fit to 50 journey, right? All that to say, I've kept these this whole time. And the last time I tried these on, girl, I could not fit these things, okay? I am happy to report that I can get into these jeans. I am going to take a picture. They're not too tight. They fit just right. I have a little room in the waist, okay? Because I've lost weight in my belly area, or inches around my belly. Yeah, this is the first milestone I want to share with you. I'll put a picture here so you can see me in these jeans. Yeah, so I was really happy to get into these jeans, and I purposely put them away. I'll try them on knowing that I can't fit them. Then I'll purposely hide them or put them away, and then months, maybe a year later or whatever, when I've gotten myself back on track, I'll just find them and put them on, and boom, I can get into them. And so I tried these on maybe 2 weeks ago after forgetting about these jeans, and you know, I could get into them. So I was so proud of myself and happy that I'm back into my favorite, or were my favorite jeans. They're not my favorite jeans anymore. So they've kind of lost their luster over the years, but for many years, they were my favorite jeans. So that is milestone number 1. Milestone number 2 is not as vain. It is a health Milestone, y'all. Okay, so I mentioned in the previous, my first video, which I will put on the screen here in the cards, that the reason why I was doing this or prompted me to do this is because I'm getting older. I'm going to turn 50 next year. I know I don't look like it, right? I'm going to turn 50 next year, and my numbers were all out of whack. Cholesterol through the roof. Total cholesterol 200 and something, 258 I think, and it had been not 258, but it had been creeping up for several years. And I always would, you know, intend on doing right, avoiding the greasy food, but I never really committed to it fully like I am now. I'm proud to say that I have reversed my numbers. I reversed my numbers, y'all. I'm not gonna put them on the screen. I don't want to get that personal, okay? Just know I have reversed all of my numbers. The only one that is borderline is my LDL, which LDL is your bad cholesterol. It's borderline. So I'm confident that I could get out of the borderline range and go towards the normal range with all of my other labs, y'all. So I have done it. I have healed my own body, and that just goes to show that your numbers are like they are because of, I don't want to get too deep in this. It's the food. It's the food contributing, if you don't know, to heart attacks, strokes, high blood pressure, all the preservatives, all the additives, all the artificial, you know, I'm not perfect. I do, you know, eat those things in moderation. You just have to treat those fake foods like that, like seriously, and go towards a more plant-based natural diet, okay? A more less processed, I would say, plant-based if you can, more natural, whole foods, eat real foods instead of packaged foods and processed foods, because those things are killing people. Let's be clear, they are killing people. And I was on the road to, you know, who knows what, but I was able to heal my own body and get my numbers where they needed to be. That's not to say that I won't still have to take medication. I am having a particular test, and I'll talk about it more after I get the results, maybe. I don't know. I don't like to put all my business out here like that. Depending on this test that I have, I may still need the medication, and I'm good. I'm good. If I need it, I will take it, because to me it's, you know, I tried myself to heal my body, right? I tried myself. I feel like I have the responsibility to heal my own body by taking care of my own body before I put some foreign medication in my body, if I have not tried, you know? So that's my thinking about everything, and I'm happy. I was so happy when I saw those results, y'all. But that's it. Those are the two milestones that I wanted to share. All right, so I am getting ready to go to the gym. It's 12:10. I like to go around this time because it's hardly nobody in there, because everybody has gone to work. You know, it's like retirees in there. I'm not intimidated when I go to the gym. You know, I walk freely around there, okay? I know what I'm doing. I'm in with everybody else, as you probably know if you've been watching my videos. But yeah, I do enjoy going when there's little to nobody there. Yeah, so I had my little breakfast. I had it a little late. I had my protein shake, had my turkey bacon, 2 strips, and then I didn't show that I did have a waffle. I had 1 waffle. so I just got out of the gym. I didn't record much because, to my surprise, me thinking that it was not going to be a whole lot of people in there like it is around 1 going on 2 o'clock is when I got there. It was a lot of people for some reason. And also they're getting some new equipment. So they were moving equipment around and things like that. So I did only do 5 exercises, like I said, trying to stick to 5. So far after the workout, I feel good. I feel good. So today's only day 1, even though I kind of started it last week, like at the later half of the week. So I did the rower. Actually, I did 2 forms of the rower exercise. I didn't realize I was doing that for some reason. But anyway, I counted that as 2 separate exercises. I did the machine and then the like the cable row with the cable pulls. So I did those 2 exercises. I did shoulder press, I did face pulls, and then I did, what else did I do? Bicep curls with the rope bicep curls. So that's 5 exercises, and then after that I got on the treadmill and I did the sprint intervals. And after that I did 3 rounds of 3 exercises of abs. So my exercise routine is complete, and I was only in there about an hour and maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes. So I'm doing better. I'm not staying there 2 hours like I was doing all the exercises, because I think that is where I was going wrong. Okay. And also I'm only working out 4 times a week. So more time to do other things in addition to rest and recovery, which is very important. Guess where I am? I'm outside walking, trying to get my 10K steps in. This was not planned because it's cold, right? So in my area, it's going to be high of 54, low of 45, probably in the evening. I attempted to come out here since it's gotten cold to walk one time, and because I could not tolerate the cold, it was extremely cold that day, I turned right back around. I did not get far at all. However, because it's not as cold today, and it's Wednesday, and I have yet to get my 10K steps in since the beginning of the week, I'm out here. So one thing I do know, when it's cold, that you do burn a lot more calories because your body's trying to stay warm. So I'm going to try, okay, and not limit myself to walking indoors, because honestly, I'd rather be outside walking. I do have access to a track that I can walk at the gym that I'm a member of, but I don't know, for some reason it just seems like it takes like a long time to get the 10,000 steps in. And even though I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm going around in circles, so it's kind of boring. And anyway, so we have to do what we have to do anyway. I say that to say I'm not going to limit myself to just walking inside. I will do what I need to do, even though it's boring, but also I'm not going to be afraid to walk outside when it's cold, because I'm burning more calories because it's cold. Hey y'all, so I'm just getting out of my personal training session. I did show a little part in the previous clip of me working with my trainer. We were doing the hack squat, and he was praising me because I was getting deeper into the squat than I have been before. So I don't know if I told you guys, I'm sorry, that I had knee surgery on my left knee like 2 years ago. I have to be careful, right? And so I have not been 100% trusting my knee. So I can't, well, I can do anything I want to do, but if I do, then I will be risking injury. My orthopedic surgeon told me that he didn't want me to do a whole lot of running. Sprinting is okay, but not like prolonged running or jumps. Now I do still do like light jumps, but I don't do anything that I was doing before when I busted my knee like a year and a half ago. But all that to say is that my trainer noticed that I'm trusting my knees more because I have been able to go deeper in my squat. So it's stuff like that that really makes a difference when you do have a personal trainer, because form is all about form. He showed me how he introduced another new exercise. I tried to capture that exercise in my last week's video, week 21 and 22, actually week 22, but something happened to the footage, and I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened to that footage. When I went to do it on my own, I was feeling some back pain, and so I mentioned it to him tonight, and voila, I was doing it wrong, right? I was following somebody else at the gym's lead, and I was extending my back too much, right? More than I needed to, okay? Because the goal was to work my glutes, not my back. And so he corrected that. And so having a personal trainer, even though I'm only going once a week, I'm learning what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, and seeing my progress, right? So I can carry everything that I'm learning from him, and I take it with me when I'm working by myself, so I don't end up hurting myself. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out. We are on our way home. I'm gonna take a shower. It's still early, y'all, even though it's dark. It's 5:51. I need to cook dinner. I'm having shrimp, brown rice. I'll probably stop at Trader Joe's to get some side items like mushrooms. I like mushrooms in my brown rice. Maybe some green peppers. Yeah, I think that's about it. Kind of like doing a shrimp fried rice situation. I think I'm gonna be having for Hey y'all, so I am back. It's the next day. It is 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to the gym on a Friday before adulting has to start. And so yesterday I took a rest day. It was not planned, but what happened was I spent the day with my honey, and we just spent the whole day together, right? So we went to brunch. You saw the breakfast that I got at the place that we went, which was First Watch. It was a rather healthy, fulfilling breakfast. And then from there, we just spent the whole day together. We decided to just spend the whole day together. So we went shopping and everything. But really, like I said, it really had not been planned for me to take a rest break on Thursday. But I think that was a good thing. Anyway, but so that is why I'm getting up today to go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. I said I was going to make this a routine thing anyway, and I am. I didn't have any problems getting up this morning. Yeah, so went ahead and got myself up. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I did lay in the bed debating whether I felt like going, because not because I really didn't want to go. Let me be honest, I was making excuses because last night, as I was stepping into the shower, I almost slipped and I hurt the inner lateral right side of my foot, okay? I almost busted my ass, okay, in the shower, but I did not, because I was able to break the fall by holding on to the wall, the shower wall. But yeah, so your girl's foot is hurting, okay? Your girl's foot is hurting. I put some ice on it yesterday or last night. But now that I have these Adidas Sambas on. These shoes are really literally only good for working out, like leg day, because they're so narrow. So as I was walking to my car, yeah, my foot is paining. It's kind of paining, y'all. So I just pray that nothing's broken. It doesn't seem like it's broken, that, you know, it heals or whatever, and everything's back to normal. Because I don't even want to think about me having to wear a boot or something like that, y'all. So just pray for me. Keep me your prayers, that everything's okay. But I think everything's okay. It's just these shoes causing stress on my foot, my narrow foot. Yeah, so we'll see how the gym crowd is this morning. I hope to be there in about 10